Paramoto here. How are you guys doing today? Today I am doing amazing. I'm heading in for a night shift. I swear to God, night shifts will be the death of me one of these days. If one of these cagers don't get me first. Guys, if you like the channel, you like the videos, you want to see more videos like this, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button down below. It helps me out a ton. So guys, I've been collecting questions for the upcoming 2,000 subscriber Q&A. If you guys have questions that you want to ask me, it could be about motorcycles, it could be about life, it could be about just about anything, and I'll answer it. Leave them down below in the comment section and I will answer your questions. So this is like one of those fall days where like it's beautiful in the evenings and like the afternoon, but like in the morning it's gonna be like super bird chilly, and I'm just like, screw it, you know, I just want to ride and I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Embrace the suck sometimes. So if I was off today, I'd be like heading out to all these country roads and like exploring and stuff, but unfortunately night shift is calling. Oh man, it's just so much fun. I did not want to leave the house today. My like little husky dog, who's like almost 40 pounds, it's not really little for a husky, that's actually pretty average, was just like laying on me with her tongue out, and I didn't want to leave. I mean, she knows how to press the buttons. This entire area smells of onions, and I've never found an onion field out here. I don't know why, it just reeks of onions. I'm getting the itch for a road trip again, guys. Like, being out here in the country in the beautiful weather right now, whew, man, I got the itch for a road trip. I got the itch for the road trip, like, real bad. I gotta figure out where I want to go to next. I've done a couple of trips on the Harley. I've gone to Ohio. That was actually a pretty big trip. I've gone to Uwharrie National Forest. That was more like a day trip. But I need to figure out where I want to go to next. Feeling one of the things that I want to go to is like go to the Outer Banks and ride the Outer Banks Highway, NC-12, and just be along the Atlantic coast and just enjoy the sights of the beach. But like a big road trip is something that I need to plan. I have a thought that I want to go up to New England and just head north in the summertime, but I don't know, I'm open to any and all suggestions. I feel like I want to go to New England for the next road trip and like go up to New York City all the way to Maine and then maybe back around somewhere else. I don't, like the original plan on my New England trip is like go all the way around to Maine and then around to Cleveland and then back down to Ohio, but I might cut Cleveland totally out of it. You know, my last trip up there, like it just doesn't feel like home anymore. I don't feel like I want to waste my time and go up to Cleveland. What I think I want to do is like plan a trip all the way up to Maine and then all the way back down and hit different cities both ways. Because like that area of the country is so compact and you can be in like Philadelphia, New York City, and Boston all in the same day. So what I'm thinking about doing is like heading up and then hit like, you know, like oscillate what cities you go to. So like, you know, go to DC and then like maybe skip Philly, go to New York, and then like head up to like Maine, and then on the way back from Maine go like Boston to Philly, and then like come back to Raleigh. That way you're not like hitting the same cities and then coming back down and hitting the same cities again. You know, you go somewhere else, somewhere new, somewhere I've never actually been before. So I'm actually kind of excited about a New England trip. I've never been to Massachusetts. I've been to New York. I've been to New York a bunch of times, and I've been to New Jersey, that whole area. I've been to all that area a few times, but I've never been north of New York City. And I know there's like a bunch of cool stuff up there, like Salem and Boston and like Portland, Maine and stuff. Looks super sick. That might be next year's road trip, but I also have to plan it out because I might be going to Europe as well. The European moto vlogs, that would have to happen. One of my girlfriend's friends from high school was a foreign exchange student from Germany, so we might go over to Germany and like go like mess about and everything in Europe. And I'm like, you know what, if we're there, we might as well like embrace it and like spend as much time there as we can. So what I'm thinking about doing is literally like going for the wedding and then planning like a week or two afterwards to tour around Europe. So like literally like Borgo Panigale and like the Ducati factory, that would have to be like on the tippy top of the list. Like I don't think it would take much convincing to get a girl to go to Italy, you know, but like I would have to visit the Ducati factory 100%. It'd be so sick to actually be in the Ducati factory. I would have to bring something back. And I almost died by a Honda Fit. Not the way I would like to die. I don't know why, but I've been like almost killed like a couple of times every single ride lately. I can't say that I appreciate it very much. I had a guy literally like, if that was the guy, He was literally like pulling out and staring at me, like drilling holes into me, and then he was still pulling out. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're gonna kill me. These guys are gonna kill me out here one day. I've already come close a couple of times. I've been hella lucky a couple of times. Like rolled into oncoming traffic, and I was just, right hand to God, just so lucky that there was no car in the lane that I rolled into. It still makes me nervous getting run over. I still got the anxiety. I still got the anxiety from that 100%. That's something I don't think I'll ever get over. I will never get over the anxiety and the PTSD from going over the handlebars a couple of times. People lay bikes down at the track all the time, and people lay bikes down and like go off into the woods because they're turning too hard. But there is nothing like somebody literally turning out in front of you and your bike just going wham and you just flying. I don't agree with the sign. Raging Bull Harley Davidson, ride the beast. Not really a beast, you know, like it's a big old bagger bike. Who cares? I need to like start recording every single ride, even if I don't make a motovlog out of it, you know, just for a black box camera. Because I'll be honest with you, there was a dude yesterday. I was riding my Harley on over to the gym, and like this guy was taking some pretty serious exception to the way I was riding, and he decided to try to run me over. And then when the dude got up next to me, he was like, "Where's your blinker, bro? Where's your blinker?" So apparently like I made a couple lane changes without using a blinker on my Harley, immediate exception to. And like he got up next to me and he was like yelling it at like a sort of stop, you know, like we were coming to a stop at a traffic light. I'm like, "Where's my blinker?" "It's right here, let me turn it up for you." It was not very stoic of me, but it felt really good. I don't know if it's like the pandemic stuff and like the election coming up, but people just seem like they're on edge to me. I've seen a lot of people just really pissed off for some reason. I wanted to sit back and enjoy the ride, especially on the Harley, but I wasn't really expecting to like get accosted about my riding habits while riding my Harley Davidson. That's not really the bike that I turn up the dickhead on. Like, it's usually this bike. If you guys have been following the channel, you know that I've been like losing a bunch of weight this year. I was like 210 at the start of this year, and depending on when I weigh myself, I'm anywhere from like 182 to 185. I've almost lost 30 pounds this year, 25 to 30 pounds depending on what day. I figure for the rest of the year, I'm going to concentrate on losing that last like 5 pounds. At 32 years old, I figured out how to maintain my weight. And it's usually just like, it's just cutting out sugar and like intermittent fasting to cut out a lot of my bad habits. And it's been working out really well for me. My kitchen game is basically on point now. The next thing that I need to do is get my strength back, and I'm going to start hitting the gym, hitting some weights, you know, going heavy, doing some functional strength stuff. Kind of like, I can't wait. I'm actually enjoying myself in the gym again. Like, I used to actually like lift quite a bit. I used to actually lift quite a bit. I was actually benching well over 300 pounds for a while. And, you know, after all the beat up on my joints and how much work that is to maintain, I ended up quitting. Well, I'm looking to get back into it. I've actually been enjoying myself quite a bit. Alright, gents, I think I'm going to leave you here. I'm almost to work. Gotta slug through this night shift. If you haven't already, please make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button down below. I will see you guys in the next video. Deuces.